Hi, everyone. Um, Normally when I post a video, it's usually, something encouraging, cool, or like positive. And I'm hoping this video will also be positive and encouraging towards the end. But there are some things that I'd like to share with you that happened to me over the course of the last, like, I guess 3 weeks or so. Um, I apologize for the people who are first finding out about this now. I tried my best to call and text people that I wanted to know um, first off, but I can't for the life of me keep track of everyone right now. And I can't remember who I've told what to. So I thought this would be easiest. Plus, I get the broader audience with this video. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Okay, so I'm going to keep this short and simple and to the facts. I'll probably either do a blog or a video type of blog later on with all the details, all the medical terminology, and show like pictures and stuff. But I think for now, I'll just try and keep it simple. And I want this video to be like too long. So July 26th, that's Sunday, I actually passed 3 pretty big blood clots in my urine, and I had just consistently blood in my urine. That kind of continued on for a couple days. I scheduled a doctor's appointment, and she didn't seem too worried because I didn't have any pain or any other symptoms. So, I worked. Yes, I did work Monday and Tuesday night. And then I was sleeping during the daytime because that's what us night shifters do. We sleep during the day. And I was woken up at like 1 o'clock Wednesday afternoon to this like intense right lower quadrant abdominal pain that I've never had before. And then when I tried to go to the bathroom, I actually wasn't able to pee very much. And what I did pee was like pretty bloody. So I knew that something was really wrong. I had my grandparents take me to the emergency department of the hospital where my mom was working. And she was able to meet me downstairs, and we were triaged, and it took freaking forever to get a room. I think it took like 30 minutes. And I was in pain the whole time, right? And so for those of you who don't know me, or yeah, I don't cuss. Like I just don't. I try not to. I think it, but I don't say it. And during this whole wait in the ED room, I was cussing a little bit more than I normally do. And my poor mom like cussing a little bit, and then I'm like, I'm so sorry, mom. And she's like, you're in pain. You're entitled to some bad words. It's okay. I was like, oh, okay. I finally get a room, finally, and they just put an IV in me and gave me pain medication, which helped a little bit. In the meantime, they did a ultrasound for me, and they kind of found something odd. They found what looked to be like a some sort of a solid like mass that was displacing my liver and kind of pushing it up against part of my heart a little bit. And they're like, oh, this is weird. We're gonna maybe do a CAT scan or some more tests. I was like, okay. Meanwhile, they put in a Foley in me to help drain my bladder because I was not able to pee, and they basically flushed out my bladder with fluids. So they did something called continuous bladder irrigation. I'll go into all this stuff maybe in the future, but It's just kind of putting in fluid in my bladder, and it's going out through the Foley catheter, and it just kind of helps to flush it out with all the blood clots and everything that I was having. So I go to the CAT scan and come back, and I'm still in pain. They're trying to help me out there, you know. Then the doctor comes in, and she tells me I have this huge tumor that is coming from my right kidney. It's causing all these symptoms. It's huge. It's huge, you know. And I'll show pictures later. I don't want to scare and gross people out right now. She said it was most likely benign, you know, because I'm so young and healthy. So they said because of the hugeness of it, I had to go to surgery to remove my right kidney as well as the tumor. So I stayed there in the hospital until Friday when my pain was under control, and the urine actually looked normal. When I go home, Saturday was fine, and Sunday, like by noon, the bloody urine came back, and I had to go back to the emergency department. They did the same thing, kind of did that continuous bladder irrigation, gave me pain meds this time too, and I was admitted, and I stayed there until my surgery on Tuesday, August 4 was my surgery. The doctor said the surgery went well. I have a pretty awesome incision right now. That's pretty, like, legit. I'll show pictures later. I don't want, like I said, I don't want to scare and gross people out right now. Then I stayed in the hospital from Tuesday to Sunday, next Sunday. While I was in the hospital, I had a lot of pain medication and all sorts of different kind of medications on board. My body couldn't handle too much of that, so I actually had these seizure kind of events. My dad was able to video a shorter seizure that I had, and I'll maybe post that in the future. Well, what happens is my teeth starts to chatter, and then my head like starts to twitch to the side, and then my whole body shakes. And they would last from like 2 minutes to 15 minutes. I had 5 of them, and the doctor later told me they're called dissociative non-epileptic attacks. They're not really seizures, thank goodness. It's more like because of stress, anxiety, or being over-medicated. My body goes into panic attack. My brain kind of, like, that's what happened to me. I haven't had any since I've been at home, so I'm, hopeful that I won't have any more for the rest of my life. The pathology report came back for my tumor, and it came back as positive for cancer. It's called chromophobe renal cell carcinoma, which apparently is the best kind of kidney cancer to get. If there's any kind I could have gotten, that's the best kind. They said most of the time if you just remove it, the chances of survival are pretty good. And so that's what they did for me. I think since being at home, I was able to come home that next Sunday, and I've been home now for like a week, because it was last week that I came home, and it's been good so far. there's a lot of positives, you know. Um, I know people have been asking me a lot of the same questions, and I'll try and answer them if I can remember. Um, how did it get there? The doctor said it couldn't have been any lifestyle choices that I made. Um, because it's cancer, it's just a defect in my DNA, and most likely it's been there for years and years. Like, I'm thinking even maybe high school or before high school, because if you saw the size of this thing, it's huge. It's disgusting. Um, and they're thinking it was slowly taking the nutrients from my right kidney and feeding itself so that it would grow and grow. My body was growing accustomed to this, um, getting used to the growth of the tumor, and that's why I never had any symptoms, or I never knew until now. It got too big to the point where I wasn't able to accommodate it anymore. And thank goodness, because then, you know, I'm able to figure out that there's something wrong, something in me, gotta get it out, you know. Um, I I guess another question they're asking is it all gone? Did it spread? Um, Most likely it's all out. I have a doctor's appointment coming up this week. I'm gonna ask her and grill her with a bunch of these questions, like, what do I need to do now? Like, what's the next step? Am I like a-okay? You know, what should I change in my lifestyle? You know, um, my left kidney's working awesome right now. It's like, yeah, I pee with like no problem, which is great. I'm very thankful for the little things now. Um, let's see. In terms of resting and recuperation, I have a couple months off work. I love the people I work with. They're so understanding, and very helpful, and very loving. I've been overwhelmed by support from them, from my family, from my friends. God really blessed me with people like you guys in my life. It helps me to keep a smile on my face and remain positive, you know. I've had my moments where I'm, you know, sad, mad, frustrated, scared, because I don't know what the future holds. Um, we're gonna run some more tests in a week or so to see if any of it did spread. But like I said, I'm pretty hopeful. Uh, I see God actually in a lot of the different blessings now, during and after my situation. Um, there's a lot. There's a lot. It could have been something else. It could have been my liver. You know, I have two kidneys. I can you know, get rid of one. I ain't got two livers. That would have been awful. You know, I could have had it spread more to the point where I would have more symptoms. You know, there are people every day that have cancer. And they have it so much worse than me. So I'm pretty fortunate, you know, considering everything. I'm thankful it was me and not any of my other family members, because I don't deal with that very well. If something happens to my family or friends, I'm a wimp. I hope um, to see some more of my friends over the next couple months. I know people have been wanting to visit. I've been saying no. But I think within the next week or so, probably within the next week, I'm gonna let people come visit. I have more energy now. I'm actually able to eat more. I'm walking with a walker. Um, it's legit. I love my walker. Um, you know, I can do some things for myself now. Get in and out of bed, you know, I just can't get my own food. It's kind of heavy, and I can't walk up and down the stairs quite yet. But I am looking forward to when I can. You know, it's gonna take a couple months because the incision, they had to cut me open right where my ab muscles are. It actually hurts if I laugh like super hard. Like I can, like chuckle and stuff fine, but if I cough, if I hiccup, and then if I laugh super hard, it hurts like crazy. So I have to be very careful with like the laughter. So because I do like to laugh, and just stuff like that. I'm thankful for the small things and for the people in my life. This world stinks. There's a lot of bad stuff that I know has been happening to people I know, to my family members, to my friends, to some of my teachers, and I'm very saddened by it. But I'm also comforted by the fact that, we do believe in God, and He will help us through these hard times. I don't know if any of you guys really know this. Not everyone knows, but I was in a car accident last summer where my car actually flipped over, and that was really frightening for me. But God saved me from that. And now, with everything going on with the cancer, I like to think that God is saving me from this right now too. So to me, that gives me a sense of purpose. He clearly is not done with me yet. I am a hard person to get down, and the fact that I'm still alive means that, if I gotta stay in this crummy world a little bit longer and try and, put a smile on someone's face or positively impact somebody's life, say something kind to somebody that's gonna change, their outlook, or just love on someone who needs some loving. I'm totally up for staying here and doing my part in spreading his love, just like I've been trying to do all this time. I'm still the same Nina, you guys. I still have bucket lists of things that I want to do, and I just wanted to take the time. Oh dang, this video is really long. I'm sorry. If you guys have questions, feel free to, message me. You can call or text. I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. I'll try and also update you guys with everything, but just know, like, I'm doing okay right now with everything, and I love and miss a lot of you guys. I'm not the best at keeping in touch, so I'm so sorry. I do love you. Yeah, God is good. God is always good. He will always be good. And I'm so blessed to have people like you guys in my life, to even have people to share this kind of information to. That's it's really good. So, anyhow, peace out, and keep loving on each other. Be nice to one another, and I hope to see or talk to you guys soon.